Blake Lively might have just done herself in this battle with Justin Baldoni, although she didn't do it intentionally. It was something she said
long before she ever worked with Justin Baldoni.
Right, but there's something she said that has now been resurfaced, and it is right on the nose as far as what the issues are in her battle with Justin Baldoni. Back in 2022, she was speaking at a Forbes Power Women Summit.
Yeah.
And she talked about...
She flexed her muscles.
Oh, did she? She definitely did. Talked about being hired as an actor, but wanting more, and how she secretly tries to take more power, essentially.
Disarm people with her beauty and then laser in with her creative vision.
When I would show up on a set, I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say. But I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative. Sometimes I would have people who really resented that because they were like, we just hired you to be an actor. Yet when I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull because you're like, you're trying to assert yourself into something that we didn't hire you to do. And so it was a really strange position to be in.
Here's the thing, Blake, it is a rug pull. It actually is a rug pull. That's exactly what it is.
But not in this case, because she was also hired as a producer. And in that 6-minute audio clip that Justin left her, he thanked her for her creative input and said that her notes actually made the music sing better. Her notes were great. And he wanted to share the revised script with her. So not in this case.
You're right. She was hired as one of the producers of this. So you're absolutely right that this one wasn't secret. But then the issue is, how much power did she try and exercise? Did she go beyond the normal kind of collaboration? And you got to remember, when she's sending Justin, you know, I've got these dragons, Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds, that she might be pushing too hard. And I think that's the point.
And even before there were lawsuits, that was the conversation. It was about who had creative control of this movie. That was the debate. That was the battle between them when the movie came out.
That's right.
That everyone was reporting on. So the lawsuits came later, but what she says in this Forbes video is spot on about who's actually running the show.
One person's got to run it. I mean, you can't do this by committee. So who's running it? Is it the director?
But you have all these other EPs too that also were on Blake's side. There's a whole bunch of more people. It's not just her versus Justin. There was other people on the cast and crew that were also siding with her that were in higher positions than her, and they all wanted her side.
Well, you don't see anything on his side here?
Yeah. Higher positions than her.
He's the director.
In higher positions than her.
He's the director.
He was the director.
Well, then have a backbone and trust your movie, and don't be scared of these dragons. Trust in yourself. And
no. If you are saying you're up against Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift, come on, Courtney. Come on. I mean,
I just like to end it when you said I was right. I was already done talking. I was happy with that.
Okay, hi, this is Adrienne from Washington, D.C., and I just wanted to say this is Blake Lively once again proving herself that she just can't help herself. Her and Ryan should definitely open like a directing studio because I feel like what a move would that be for the PR lately?
The old saying in Hollywood, right? Well, I'm doing this, but
I really want to be right. Okay, we're going to move on.
Yes, to Kanye West, who has been shut down. And apparently there is a line for some people and some corporations, and his sale of Nazi swastika t-shirts on Yeezy.com definitely crossed that line for Shopify, which pulled out of the Yeezy business. Shopify normally handles all of their sales.
Took them a day.
Yeah, it took them roughly a day, but they pulled the plug. And when you go to Yeezy, at least when we started the show, Yeezy.com was still defunct.
Can I tell you what kind of is upset? It just kind of bugs me. It's
we just checked, it's still down.
It's still down,
it's
right?
Still down, yeah.
But it was up for a day. Kanye says, and I have no idea if it's true, that they sold 100,000 units. So they make a lot of money off of that, and then they pull the plug.
Right.
It's like, it's not that sophisticated a thing to see all you're selling is a swastika, so you can make the decision at 9 o'clock yesterday morning rather than waiting 24 hours and then getting all the sales.
Right.
So it kind of bugs me.
I mean, the only thing I'd say is I just looked. They had $7 billion in revenue last year. So you talk about, I mean,
Nonetheless.
Yeah, no, I get understood.
Business is business.
Sure, it doesn't seem like that would be a very hard decision to make.
That ad that ran during the Super Bowl is not running anymore. Once everyone saw what he was selling at Yeezy.com, the ad stopped running. But clearly, based on those numbers, there were a lot of people, a very disturbingly large number of people, who ran to buy those things before the website was shut down. It'll be interesting to see if he can find another host for his website.
You know what I'm wondering? If he really did sell it, people are going to start walking around with his shirt. I mean, it's really...
I mean, if they bought it, they clearly are proud enough to wear it.
I know.
Which would be very disturbing.
Trouble time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm DeAndre. I live in Los Angeles. Listen, Kanye West spent $8 million for an NFL TV spot to be a hateful idiot. So whoever this lady is suing him for his recent or his past Nazi or anti-Semitic comments, I pray that she wins that at times $1 billion. And listen, I'm originally from Chicago, and as a Chicagoan, I speak for all Chicagoans. We don't claim him, and technically he was born in Atlanta, so they can have him.
By the way, the lawsuit is referring to a former employee at Yeezy, sued him for all sorts of text messages. Look at this on TMZ.com. But among them, he would send to her things that said, "Hail Hitler," and...
Heil.
Well, no, he actually
he said hail?
Yeah. He Americanized it.
Ah, okay.
Great.
We are going to take a break.
All right. When we come back, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, the Eagles superstar who did quite a bit of trash talking, right to the face of Travis Kelce even. Well, guess who's paying the price? Not C.J., his parents and the restaurant that they run down in Florida, which has been inundated by Swifties and other Chiefs fans. When we come back, they will be with us to talk about C.J.'s big mouth and what it's done to their business.